Okay, so today I've got on a head cam. Uh, hopefully, I'm going to see how the footage works out. I've got headphones on to make sure the testing, mic check 1 2. I hope that works on my phone right there. It'll be interesting to see how this all transpires. Cool. So today what I want to do, I'm hoping, I want to put some music on in my ear if possible, so I'm going to try and do that right now. Let's see. Oh, it's shut off my... I'm going to see if I can listen to music while recording. Let's listen. Let's see if I can hear Daily Mix 2. And I'm going to go play. That's so frustrating. Well, I don't get to listen to music at the same time as I work. That's all right. Just keeps there from being any monetization or anything like that. Although I use tobacco products. So what I intend to do is down here I have this setup. This is 2004 Mini Cooper S. This is the 93 Ford Escort sedan. And or it's not a sedan, it's a hatch, 2-door hatch, excuse me. Anyhow, what I want to do is so on this side I've got 3 degrees camber. And I don't know if anybody can see this. If you can see what I'm looking at, I'm hoping so. Like, we'll just see. But, so, I've already moved this, flipped this around this direction so that there would be more negative camber, or more positive camber. And I'm still at 3 degrees camber. So what I want to try and do is see where it places me if I turn this 90 degrees and see what kind of caster angle I'm looking at. And if you don't know what caster is, it's tight in here. This is a little tiny garage. Actually, I probably could move a lot of this stuff. I'll just do that right now. You know, project car stuff. You just always end up with like a lot of. Oh, I need to make sure that kind of. I need to get that injector fuel rail. Oh, that'd be kind of rad, wouldn't it? Thinking out loud. Ooh. That's a heavy mamma jamma. And I can explain some things as I go. Alright. Anyways, the car's lifted up. Well, this is only a 1/2 degree caster, which right now it looks like it's, you know, sitting back, you know, 2 degrees or something like that. But the car itself is degreed. So, oh man, I hope I'm recording. I'm gonna double check real fast. Oh, sweet, I'm recording. So, what I want to do is I want to move more negative camber, or more positive caster. So I want this 2 degrees right here, but I want it to where the car is sitting flat at ride height to have it, you know, even if I, you know, 2-3 degrees, and with the amount of camber I've got, that should allow the car to have better braking. So, because this is not a Ford Escort front suspension, this is, or you know, front knuckles and coilovers and stuff like this is not Ford Escort. Like, this is a totally different car. This is off a Mini Cooper. Look, it has lug bolts instead of lug studs. Dude, it really went smooth. So like, this is what I did to attach a 6-speed transmission to it. And maybe I should get a flashlight so that I can show this appropriately. So what I did is this is the Mini Cooper S ball joint, and it attaches to the knuckle. So what I did is I just tacked it to here. Oops. And just to see how much I had to move. I tried to catch it on camera, but failed. Dying batteries and whatnot, and it kind of self-edits. I have a whole new front cross member with a different rack pinion and some better, because I don't want this ball joint. See how this mounts on the bottom? Like, I don't want that. I want it to mount up here so that the tie rod end can be straighter. I want it to be straighter. The amount of steering angle that putting these knuckles on gave is kind of nuts. Like, I don't actually know like what measurements increased that. I wish I really kind of cared a little bit, but you know, because like I believe that it enhanced the handling capability of the vehicle, because there's less steering input needed to make a corner, you know, like to turn the wheels. Far less steering effort. So, but I'm going to this is not permanent. I have a different solution for this. I'll point that out real quick so that everybody can see. So this is the lower ball joint that goes on here, right? Well, this is how the Escort chassis connects the lower ball joint. It connects it through here. I've actually got a different part here, and it will make it a lot easier for me to show you. So this is how it connects on the Escort. So what I want to do is I want to chop this in half, and then I want to weld it to there. Hello? I want to weld it to here, and I thought I heard a knock. And I want to weld it to here, and get my roll center correct. So, but this, as I'm looking at this, I'm noticing that it's designed to have this type of angle, you know. So that's quite a bit. And what that'll do, and this is so that I can go like this, get that out of the way there, bolt it to the factory control arm instead of having custom control arms, and just bap, you know, have it in halfway there, but at that angle. And it's very possible, like, I might have to make those holes, drill different holes that go this direction. It depends on how much room that we got up there, but you know, but that makes it to where this part is like this, and that way, if we crash and the front control arm gets jammed up, you know, or the wheel, you know, the control arm is designed to crunch with this part in it, and this part right here is designed, or is definitely stronger than this part. It's a cast steel, and so what that's going to do is that's going to allow this to stay sturdy, and then all of this sheet metal stamped steel will still be collapsible. Like, it's designed to collapse, it's designed to fold, it's designed to bend, so that it doesn't break the next part. You know, I mean, the next part is the knuckle, or it's the strut, or or it's the subframe itself. You know, so rigid is good, yes, but you still got to factor in an engineer for, you know, to fold. They've already done this at the factory, so I want to maintain that crash ability, because, and that also makes it, you know, that makes it less likely for this part to fail, you know, especially since it's already going to be set up at the geometry that it needs to be. And as you can see, like, this is off center of this. Well, if you look, so this is a ZX2, same side, knuckle. Whew. Got up a little fast. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Like, if I go like this, and I go like this, oops, because that's going to be at an angle. But essentially, you know, this is without the hub. This is without the hub. This is just all knuckle. Like, in fact, like, that probably needs to go down just a little bit. You know, there's no hub in here and there's no hub in there. But when you're talking, you know, 3-4 millimeters, you know, for of space, you know, it's for how much play I have at the axle to go in and out. You know, like, you know, it's designed so you kind of want to be like right in the middle of that. Let's see if this one works better. Yeah, so this one moves in and out like so. You know, I mean, 3-4 millimeters is not, you know, this one's pretty tight. This one's designed just to go like that. And this one just has a whole bunch of new grease packed in it. But, yeah. Anyways, so, I mean, it's, you know, you want that movement. And we have that movement. So yes, 3 or 4 millimeters can be it got a little warm out. It can be, but imperative. But at the same time, you know, we're measuring stuff center to center. So we're at like 25 millimeter center there. And then on this one, you know, we're 60 millimeter. So you know, when you go I'm going to do it at whatever angle it desires. So I'm going to try and so if I've got that angle right there, like right at 60 millimeters, so a little bit less, like 55 millimeters, and so it's, and we've got a whole bunch of other changes too. So, because this might have to come up this direction, you know, to get the right camber adjustment. Because ideally I'd like 1.5 degrees negative camber at minimum. Like that's at full adjustment of camber, 1.5 degrees. That way it's a small adjustment to get me to 2, give me 2.3, 2.5, you know, if needed. You know, I mean, it's gonna vary, but I want but if I'm running those negative degrees of camber,